think we were going to start early until there was a car crash outside my window. Actually, I can hardly call it a crash. One white car rolled backwards into an SUV and just went crunch. It was a little bit. Back in the old days when cars had bumpers, it made no difference whatsoever. But tinfoil cars are just plastic cars, just sort of cripple each other. Then the white car drove off, but she had her hazard lights on, so I thought she was just going to clear the road. But no, she just kept on going. We don't need to exchange pictures. We're fine. And the other car, the SUV followed. Oh, well. Hello to live stream number, 29? 20 is, let's see, is the microphone working? I don't have any clue. Oh, okay. My thing is not showing a microphone. Usually I get these dots that appear whenever I make noise. But, okay, I'll take your word for it that the microphone is working.
I can hear you anyway.
So
On a delay.
I tested positive for COVID last Friday. Been sick all week, but I'm fine. Let's see what we're doing here. Here is our week. That's hardly in camera frame. So we're working on the second week of February, from the 6th to the 11th. Where am I putting these? Okay, so that goes before that. And I'm planning on using this for Saturday. It might be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. I'm going to do a little bookkeeping here before I read anything to you. How are we for framing? Yeah, okay. Make sure I didn't hit the camera. So 2, 6, 23. That would be Monday. So we have. Anyone remember the old Warner Brothers cartoon Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck called Rabbit Season, which Daffy and Bugs Bunny were constantly putting up the signs, duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season. Well, this is a play on that. Phydeaux and Felicia are at their stand. This is Phydeaux's Land of Merchandise, formerly his homework eating stand, and Felicia's discount sale, the stand she opened next to it. Phydeaux's now put up the sign, "You can't trust this cat," and she's pulling on a sign, "Don't buy anything from this dog." And he thought, notice the cat smells bad, and alert, dog may bite. And he's writing another sign, and she put this sign down here, dog has rabies.
Oh, no.
So Bill comes up, how's business? A little slow. Watch out for infectious brain parasites in cat. Wonder why it's a little slow. So there's Monday. Let's see. This is 2/7/93. Tuesday. Got to say, the one thing I like about COVID is it really makes your voice deep.
As if you could get sexier.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible now.
I know.
Okay. Got the finished penciling done on this one today. We'll probably ink it, and I didn't finish drawing Phydeaux here because I wasn't happy. See how he feels like he has more weight in this last panel? He's floating too much here. I gotta redraw him so he has more weight. Okay. Beau, Phydeaux, Felicia. Felicia's holding her head, little stars and moons in the air. Phydeaux, I want you to apologize for hitting Felicia with your golf club. We do not do that sort of thing around here. Bad dog. Now, what do you have to say to Felicia? 4. So we're gonna redraw Phydeaux today. Probably do that first. So put this aside. All right. Next is 2/8/23, a Wednesday. And cross that out. So we have Dino and Bo. Can't really tell here, but Dino's looking out the window and it's snowing. How bad is the storm? Let's go to the bar. Nothing is getting me out in this. 3 women just went in. Now you mention it, I'm a little thirsty. He was in his bathrobe and pajamas and was fully dressed. All right. And I got stuck in a storm last week, so autobiographical, I guess. And yes, I ended up in a bar, but it was just for Chinese food. This is 2/9/23 Thursday. Oh yeah, I ended up in a bar and there were no women. So we gotta. I'm gonna have to pull out the character sheets. We'll do this one today as well. I see. I've just drawn these circles for where the other occupants of the bar are. I haven't done their faces yet. We'll go to the character sheets and we'll reuse some of the old actresses. I consider these like real actresses. So Bo is Dino over here. How deep is the snow? Dino says, let me check. Come on, Phydeaux. It's almost 1 Phydeaux deep. I do not agree to become a unit of measure. It's covered in snow. That's Thursday. And we'll probably be doing the finished penciling on this one as well. I'll need to look at the character sheets to get. Oh, we also got some writing to do on this. So that was Thursday the 9th. This is Friday. The convention I use is every Friday they end up in the bar. And well, they're still in the bar. They never left. So this one we get to write again, rewrite. We'll finish, punch up the punchline today. Bad news. The snow has closed all the roads. And one of the women say, okay, people. Since we are stuck here, next round is on the house. And Phydeaux says, what are you talking about? Plow cleared the streets 20 minutes ago. And the last panel, we have poor Dino looking dejected, his head down on the bar, burning smoke coming from his head. And I originally wrote Phydeaux saying, what? But I'm thinking, we also have Phydeaux say, liar. Or we can have Phydeaux say, pretty lucky, huh? We can go home now. And I think the pretty lucky how we can go home now, and maybe just have him with a smile, a little waggly tail, so he like doesn't get it whatsoever. That might be the joke we use, but we'll think that one through. And this is Saturdays. Also, a new convention that we're going to start is that Phydeaux is a problem actor. T-U-R-D-A. 2/11/20. Phydeaux is a problem actor, and he doesn't like to work Saturdays and likes to leave early on Fridays. So this is the Saturday comic strip, and strangely enough, Phydeaux's not working today. So we have Dino and Bo, and there's Felicia. Classic trope. I would like to say,
work more than they have to.
I would like to say the glass is half full. I'm an optimist, and Dino says, I would say the glass is half empty. I'm a pessimist. And Felicia knocks the glass off the table. I would say the glass is on the floor. I'm a cat. So we're working on some behind-the-scenes conventions with the characters as they are actors, as they are actors in the real world. I got to part of my read toss this back up on its magnet. All right, we're going to start with this one. I've got my anti-smudge sheet here. You might see some of my dirty hand marks on it. And put this down on whatever I'm going to rest my hand on so that I am less likely to make a mess. And plus, it advertises the comic strip or the website. Bonus. All right. Excuse me for a second. I don't want to go sniffling through every broadcast. Trying to do everything as normal. So for this broadcast, we have another fine non-alcoholic beer. Yeah. All right, now we want to get the look of Phydeaux still hanging from the golf club, so his center of gravity would go in this direction still. So I'd like to have his entire body underneath the golf club, or at least the main weight of it. And he wraps around, and let's put his. He's looking toward the camera. So I'm going to keep the paws as they are on the thing, but let's do a stretch in the paw. And let's see if his, let's see, where would his feet be? And let's draw the face first. He's like mugging for the camera. Like, you see this, folks? And his feet are sort of swinging there. He's got them curled up here. Would be a mid motion. I guess this. Well, we'll do one foot still curled up, and the other one coming down. So it's the logical progress. At least give you some visual interest. Now, I'm not sure if I like that mugging for the camera face. We can do better than that, can't we? Oh, God. My glove. As I stated in the chat, cartoonists are the filthiest creatures on the planet. We must wear gloves, do everything we can to protect the virgin cleanliness of the paper. Yeah. Actually, his neck moved up that way. That's a little bit better. All right, we'll live with that one. See, I almost got a smudge here. I'm hoping that erases. Yeah, that'll erase. Good, good. No smudges.
No, it's not good.
So we saw Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone.
Mm-hmm.
I'll allow the chief colorist to give her in-depth review.
I really liked it.
Yeah, okay, there you go. That's all we need. She has a crush on Sylvester Stallone.
We in half the world.
Well, he's her type now. She likes old men with white hair. That's why I don't have a chance. I've got this dark hair and
Okay. What did Sylvester Stallone look like before he had brain?
Oh, he looked just like me with shorter hair. Yeah, okay, we're going to do this one next, weren't we?
I have a type unlike you.
I hate everybody. Okay, let's drag out the character sheets. We're going to do
So did you really want to read through those?
Oh, whatever you want to talk about. All right. Yeah, that's not the
I'm a
character
little
sheet you want.
So,
It was a lot of fun. Sylvester Stallone fighting bikers.
it was.
And also fighting his mob friends at the same time. I got to a point saying, wait a minute. These three idiots are going to go down to Tulsa to try to beat up Sylvester Stallone while he's assembling a goddamn army to fight a bunch of bikers. Like, they don't know what they're walking into.
Yeah, they think they're just gonna go down there and that's the phones and like, just
Yo.
to get some things done, but super quickly. I just liked the very end of the first episode, which I don't know if we should
No, you can
spoil
don't
anything.
worry about spoilers. Why? What
The
happened?
very end of the first episode when it was the ATF officer.
Cheers.
And she just kind of looks at the screen when they pull up Sylvester Stallone picture, and she's like, "Oh no!" Did she just have one night stand with him?
What is with these women and their one night stands? Why weren't they around when I was dating? It usually took me months of hard work. I had to put in the 10,000 hours to get a woman. Add this in the chat. It
Yeah,
takes
it's
10,000 hours in order to master any skill, any ability. The Japanese are great at mastering things. Sword making, microchip making. Let's see, which character is which? I
So
think
if we work 24 hours a day,
it's 4 years.
yeah,
That's why college programs are generally 4 years.
there you go. High school, 4 years.
Actually, I'm going to grab a black one for this because this is not giving me the dark line I need. Choose your weapon.
Probably the college analogy is during college you don't spend 10,000 hours on one thing.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
No, that would be more of like a trade school, or you would need more time for your major. You don't spend $10,000, not $10,000, 10,000 hours on your major.
Yeah, which is why people actually learn things in trade schools and they just party in colleges.
You're looking at a party though, so that's good. That can be fun. I know what it is. It's 10,000 hours to make yourself into a well-rounded education. A well-rounded, educated person.
Do you think anything you got in college was worthwhile?
Yeah,
Okay, whatever.
I do. I like college.
I'm sure you did.
So much. Oh my God, I can't speak. My head is so foggy and my mind.
The chief colorist has not tested positive for COVID, but I would swear she had it.
I kind of think I do too.
I can't see how she wouldn't. Okay, if she doesn't have it, that is proof for the divorce that I'd never touch her.
Well, my mother has it, so what does that say?
Yeah, I guess I touch your mother more than I touch you.
Don't ever say those words again. Those are words that never.
All right, now what character? Which of the Phydeaux fans? Yeah, this I should bring this into frame better. Which of the Phydeaux fans is which? I was thinking that we would put Emma here in the middle, and the tall one here. So this would be one of those two. Let's put let's see. She already made her short. We're gonna put the little blonde Cheryl right here on to the left of Bo. Maybe, yeah. And then we'll make this Lisa because I've got a whole body shot here, and like Lisa's more voluptuous. We can make it more interesting looking character where Cheryl's sort of thin. All right.
So you're making Lisa the more voluptuous, attractive character?
No. She's not
I was
attractive.
gonna say, can we tell people what your sister's name is?
Oh yeah. No, she's not. She's got like curly hair and a large nose and really big butchy like eyebrows, and the anatomically correct B cups or C cups. You know, not the ones here that like defy gravity.
Gotcha.
So she's got a pointy nose, eyes, and the big overdone lips. Earring, and this slightly Phydeaux-like hairstyle. You don't see much else. All women have to have a glass of wine. And don't forget, Phydeaux is over here in the corner. Just sharpen the pencil. You know, we sniffle and snuffle through every episode, but the COVID episode, I haven't snuffled all that much.
You're not hearing it.
Oh, okay.
No, you haven't sniffled that badly. I'm just kidding. I'm over here sniffling.
I think I've found the cure for COVID.
Oh God, don't.
Tobacco, yes. The sacred herb of the Native Americans.
Yeah, because I'm sure all those smokers out there who got COVID did really well during the pandemic. You're gonna have to start putting a caveat before the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Charles is not a member of the medical profession.
Warning: tobacco abuse. Oh, you got to see the beauty I saved for this broadcast. Oh, geez, that sounds bad. The cigar I saved for this podcast.
Yeah, I know what you meant. It took a second.
Yeah. And there's Emma. Emma's also a slightly larger woman, more natural formed. And glass is a little bit too squat, but I'm gonna leave it like that. Maybe it's a different type of drink. You know, I assume with this perspective, see, this is my vanishing point there. So let's give a perspective lesson. I assume with this perspective from that point that if the bottom of that glass was there, bottom of Dino's glass would be there, bottom of that glass is there, top of Dino's glass would be there. So even though this glass is much larger than Beau's glass, they are the same size. It's funnier anyway if Dino has a bigger glass. Okay, we'll just a little whisper of her necklace under there. And I want Dino, his head has got a slight tilt. See, when I did the hemisphere line, I made a slight tilt on it. So he's... You know how a dog perks up his ears when you talk to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Dino's doing. He's perked up his ears. How deep is the snow?
Oh, great. Now I have PJs in my head.
You know
How
what?
deep is the snow? Is the snow? Oh, no, that's not PJs. That's, Grease is the word.
How deep would be the Bee Gees song?
Yeah, but I didn't sing it like that. I sang it. Whatever. I'm done. Put a fork in me.
And let's get centered and frame a little bit better. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not a good idea because we want to show the last reference character. For this, we're probably going to use that character there. Can I get them in frame together? Yeah, close enough. She's got a nose like that. And thick Brezhnev eyebrows. And we'll do the typical Phydeaux lip. Rounded face. And curly hair. Let's get neck done. Goes up there. Her ear doesn't show, so it's all that. No, let's not do that. And her ear is longer than that. So. Now she's got more naturalistic shapes, and we'll give her a V-neck. She usually has a collar. Yeah, we'll give her the collar. What the hell? Shoulders go down. She doesn't really have linebacker shoulders. But she's holding her glass in a bit of a fist. The pinky hanging out. How's that? To show that she's feminine. And, well, how's the sleeve going? Don't really have a reference. Since I've already drawn her arm, we'll give her a short sleeve. Just cut it off there. Now she's a bit more pear-shaped. We'll do a long blouse. And breaks off there, and she's got one hand on the bar. So her thumb is coming in toward the body. Now, even though I'm drawing just these silly cartoon characters, you still have to have quite a knowledge of anatomy to pull it off properly. And she's wearing, like, gee, do we do yoga pants?
No. Just don't do them to the extreme.
Well, she's a there we go, yoga pants. Make sure we get that thigh gap going. And let's give her.
What is a thigh gap?
Something you've never heard of. I'm going to give her sort of like hiking boots, because she did just come out of the snow. Yeah. All right. There we go. No, I don't need that anymore. I can do my references off this. But yeah, it's good to have a stable of actresses that I can just use. I don't have to come up with new characters every time. This would have been a great opportunity to use some actual Phydeaux fans, bring them into the comic strip. A few have been asking me to do that.
Well, you do have an Emma.
Yeah,
I
but
don't think it's Emma.
yeah, but she doesn't look anything like that.
No, that's what I said.
They're all fantastic people.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a comic strip, so this is a harmless little evening. 5 friends just sitting out a storm. Nothing creepy about them leaving their apartment in the middle of the snowy night because they saw women go into the bar.
No, not creepy at all.
Nothing creepy whatsoever.
No.
So I went out to get a haircut, and it started to snow. And, our poor car, Hammy, couldn't make it up a hill. So I knew she'd never make it up our hill. Cars were not making it anyway. And I really had to go to the bathroom. So I ended up in a Chinese food restaurant where I had some delicious edamame. And waited out the storm. Haven't had much snow this year. Dubo's t-shirt underneath.
Next week, Hudson County Bill, whatever, tells us whether or not we're going to have more.
Already?
Yeah, February 2nd is next Tuesday.
Cheers.
Tuesday? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but Thursday maybe. I don't know. It's next week anyway.
I would bet he's going to say winter's ending.
Probably. I'll take that back. It's 50-50.
Yeah. Not really, because it's a bunch of guys who make it up as they go along, and they all believe in global warming, man-made global warming at that.
I understand, but anyone can stand in the middle of the street and say it's going to end winter in six more weeks, and that would be 50-50 chance that they're right. But it's a tradition, and it's harmless.
Yes, we have a tradition of meteorological rodents.
Not rodents, just one rodent. You think all of them can do it? No, just Punxsutawney. Which I know I'm saying that wrong, but
No, you're saying close enough.
who's apparently been alive for 200 years. Or
Well, I remember a Bugs Bunny cartoon that he did in the 40s, so he's been around for at least that long. Yeah, she looks a little rough. Well, she was out in the snow. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. They don't have any lines, but you're still going to make them act. They still act. It's important in the comic strip that your characters act. I've been doing a few visual jokes with Phydeaux, where like toward the end, he's already like, okay, my lines are done, I'm out of here. So and I'm hoping that some people will catch the joke on the side. It's like we'll continue on that storyline. A few years ago, he demanded a raise, so they replaced him with another dog, Petey. And Phydeaux decided to come back because he couldn't get work. I want to go sniffling now. Wow. Is the camera that bad? Hardly get a focus anymore. Hey, everyone, block your eyes. I'm going to turn a light on, see if this fix helps anything. If that helps to focus. Block the camera for a second. Focus. And this is the good webcam. You got to go back to some of the earlier broadcasts when we had this low resolution camera. But every day is better than the last, and every Phydeaux broadcast will be better than the last. And someday we're going to have a good camera. And microphones, yes, you'll be able to hear us without this echo in the background. So we also got a chance to see just about all of Tom Cruise's films. But I really couldn't distinguish one from the other.
Not the Mission Impossible, no.
Yeah.
The Top Gun.
Oh, yeah. No, let's go back. I'm sorry. Top Gun Maverick, fine film for the time.
Solid film.
It almost followed the other one beat for beat, the original Top Gun beat for beat.
Enough,
Rather than a homoerotic soccer game, it was a homoerotic football game.
It wasn't soccer; it was beach volleyball.
No, well, no. In the first one, it was
beach
beach volleyball. Yes, and then they made it into a. Probably should take that in the other room.
I'm going to, but I have to get up and get to it. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm sick too. So.
I have some extra tests. You want me to drop by and try it? Leave it outside.
Yeah, might be a good idea. I'm supposed to get some, but who knows when they'll come. What?
Actually, Jill had given them to me, but I didn't have it either.
You guys can hear every word of that phone call, can't you? And let's not forget Phydeaux's Pepsi. He's part of the Pepsi generation. Cats drink Coca-Cola, you understand. Dogs drink Pepsi. And we have, I think this is Cheryl. Since she's so small and prim, I don't have to bother with her lips too much. You generally don't want to draw a character smaller than your thumb because they completely disappear. So as I was saying about Tom Cruise movies, they're indistinguishable to me. Maybe it's just me. He's looking up at deer. Now here's the thing, should I draw Lisa in this frame? Because she's cut off, but you can see she's staying at the edge of the bar here. If I draw her in this frame, then I gotta draw the edge of the bar. I'm gonna leave it at that, because she's not, it's not necessary. And it's less work for the chief colorist. So I guess those vaccines for COVID really work. Yes, I'm fully vaccinated. I had like 3 or 4 different COVID shots and boosters because the chief colorist has a immune suppression thing with her, some of the pills she's on for JRA. So she's highly susceptible. So I figured, oh, okay, I'll do the right thing and I'll get all my shots, even if they might make me sick. They never did. No problem with them. They just didn't work. Amazing how much they lie to us, isn't it? Oh, but you have the Omicron Zeta variant. Don't you understand? Yeah, sure. They're the fucking cold. And round face. I'm gonna make it look like the character. And Dino is sort of stepping up. See what there's a bar here on the bar, stepping up on the bar from the stool to go up, which is why he's up higher. You know, drawing these stupid little cartoon characters, but everything should make logical sense in the world. And his shoulder is up because he's resting his weight on this arm. And let's do the fingers out a little bit. And his top, we do the, once again, we do the perspective. That should line up with that cut. Line up with that. And for continuity, his glass is nearly half empty. Dino's glass is always nearly half empty. Where Bo's glass is nearly always half full. I'm sorry, crap like that just makes me happy. And we're still going to draw Lisa's breast back here. Cartoonist has to enjoy little things in life. And that's really all we need to have that. Her neck there. And she doesn't show an ear, so you can just do her hair back there. And logically, she was standing. Now she's sort of moving out of the way around behind. So yeah, it all makes sense. And Phydeaux fans are done with that one. Short break for the cartoonist here. I'm going to show you this monster. What's in the cigar humidor today? What the hell were they thinking? This is called the Leaf by Oscar. It's a Connecticut Leaf. And yeah, I know it looks like crap, but what they've done rather cleverly here is rather than cellophane, which most cigars are wrapped in, this thing is actually wrapped in a Connecticut leaf. And I'm going to make a darn mess here, ain't I? Okay. Let's make a mess.
Oh, you're not supposed to You're not supposed to.
No.
smoke the leaf.
No, actually, look and see. There's a cigar band underneath there. So that's the cigar. That's just an overly produced wrapper.
No, it's not overly produced. It's a leaf.
Yeah, well, I guess it's biodegradable.
Yeah.
The guy at the store said he did see someone try to smoke it with this leaf on.
Well, why wouldn't you try it anyway? I mean, it's not. I don't think it's gonna harm you. It's just gonna be fun. My cousin's dropping off tap.
Yes, yeah, we heard.
Oh, sorry. Leave me alone.
Just do a little hole in the head. So, cheers, everybody. So you were doing a review on Top Gun Maverick?
Oh, I know you said it was beat for beat, and it was. I mean, I haven't seen Top Gun in ages, but even I remember some of the
The member berries.
the member berries, yeah. And I remember, like, I wouldn't, if you had asked me, like, to describe scenes from the movie, I wouldn't have been able to, except for, some of the very, very iconic ones. But the lesser known ones,
I noticed you pointed out the love scene,
yeah, just one part of it.
which I did not remember at all from the film, but men and women are different, I guess.
One part of it was very, very much like the first one. But I was afraid they were going to do the whole thing like the first one, which don't get to see that again. But,
Well, that's how Maverick makes love.
yeah, exactly. But I'm kind of glad they did.
Tom's in character.
And I too. The Tom's in character. I'm gonna sound like such an old woman right now. I realize that, and I said that to you last night too. But the movie there was no swearing. There was nothing like.
Was there nudity?
No.
How do you do a love scene without nudity? Not really.
I mean, you might have seen like.
Tom does all his own stunts. You think at the very least.
I mean, you might have seen like a naked shoulder. I don't even remember, to be honest. I don't think there was, and it wasn't like grotesque killings or things like that. I mean, I know it sounds wicked corny, but it was just a good movie. It was just like a fun movie. Followed all the beats from the old one, but just enough new, like, little things. I mean, you kind of predicted some of the stuff that was going to happen.
Killed off Val Kilmer.
They killed off Val Kilmer. But even that part of it, like having him come in, it wasn't egregious. Of course, if he's continued on and he had a stellar record, of course he becomes someone with prominence and someone with pull. And keeping, Tom Cruise throwing.
Poor Val Kilmer, jeez.
Oh, he looked horrible.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, he did his work, and he did the character fine. I mean, he wasn't in it for hours. He was only in it for what?
He was typing on a keyboard. So he didn't have to do dialogue.
He only talked towards the end, and even that was no whisper. Kind of disappointed that Meg Ryan wasn't there, but I guess if you added that in, that would even be one more. Oh no, she died, didn't they? But even so.
I missed that whole part.
What? About her dying?
About her dying, yeah.
Well, he says that he pulled the kid's application for flight school.
Because Goose died.
No. What, you missed like the entire movie?
Okay, that was Goose's son.
Yes, my love. But he pulled the flight school application, because Meg Ryan's character asked her to promise him that he would never fly because she didn't want him to die like his father.
Yeah.
So on her deathbed, he made him promise. I mean, she made Maverick promise that he wouldn't fly. So that's what.
Well, there goes that promise.
I know. Well, he fucked up on that one, though, didn't he?
Yeah.
But oh, I'm sorry. Did we just demonetize?
You just said the F word.
I didn't mean to. I just told Gail that the 4 of us had COVID, and Gail's like, 4 of you? I'm like, yeah. Apparently, I'm seeing people. My brain was so effed up. Like, I'm just kidding. But anyway, yeah. I mean, I don't know how to really review things except to say, oh, it's good. Because I don't want to ruin stuff. But
Oh,
and
ruin it.
maybe like that guy though, the one that played Goose's kid, Rooster.
Yeah.
I don't think I've liked him in other movies he's been in.
I didn't like that porn stash he was wearing.
I know that was a little too much because it was trying to be like Goose. You know what I mean? Like because he looks nothing like him in real life. You put the two of them together, there's no effing way you could think that they were related. Nor does he look like Meg Ryan. So I think they had to do the hair and the mustache just to sort of give it a little bit of authenticity. But I mean, they had the stereotypical characters. I mean, there was a Goose, there was an
Iceman.
An Iceman, yeah. Maverick was
this was
Maverick.
Hangman this time rather than Iceman, so that we can.
Yeah.
They didn't want to go. Well, they didn't want to stray too far from the path for an American audience.
And guess what? They had a female pilot.
Of course.
But she did not. But she didn't like save the day or anything.
No.
She wasn't like she wasn't the big hip hip hurrah.
It was quite a mixed crowd, every race and gender.
Yeah, but it was not in your face. It wasn't like.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying though is, so many movies do it where it is in your face, and it is like.
We don't need no man here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she was cocky to an extent, and she did achieve. Do
we really kiss pilot ass like that? I mean, every single one of them is told, "Oh, you're the best. You're the greatest. You don't do that to someone. You don't call someone. Yeah, you don't call someone the best of the best because you're just setting them up for failure."
Oh no, Tom. Oh, I almost said Tom Hanks again. I stopped myself.
She continued to say Tom Hanks throughout the film.
I referred to Tom Cruise as Tom Hanks through the entire film.
At least 4 times.
At least 4 times, yeah.
She had Hanks on the brain.
I guess so.
But Hanks is more her type.
He is.
Yeah, she likes the Hanks type.
I do. Although I would not send that away. Although I'm sorry, he's aging very, very well. Don't misunderstand me. But I did see like a little bit of age there in Mr. Cruise. I mean, he looked like he could have been 50.
Every once in a while, when the lighting was right, the face cracked.
Right. And like I said, he looked like he could have been 50.
Yeah.
He's 60, by the way. That was a joke.
You put some hair dye on him and get him in the right lighting, and he looks good.
See, but I don't even know if that's hair dye.
Oh, that's jet black hair. That's fucking hair dye.
He had normal looking. He had normal looking hair. He didn't have black hair. No. I told you about that guy who used to go to the coffee house near my work.
Yeah.
He was there every morning like clockwork. I guess I was there too every morning, but I was just in and out. He was always sitting there having breakfast. And I mean, everybody who went in there knew it. Pure white hair, like beautiful white hair, thick head. He was probably youngish though. He's probably like late 50s, early 60s.
Well, Steve Martin went white in his 30s.
I know. But this guy, head of hair. And I like you said, I like the white hair. I think it's pretty. No, it wasn't pretty. It's good on. It looks good on men. Certain men, most men.
Oh, I did warn you. Men get better looking when they get older.
I know. But this guy, like I said, every morning he was in this coffee shop. Like clockwork, sat in the same place, had breakfast. Okay, so he was known. You saw him, you knew he was there.
So he didn't use just for men, is what you're going to tell me.
Yeah. One random Tuesday we got it. He had full black hair. one random Tuesday, and it was horrible. It was like tar black. It wasn't good. It didn't even look like real hair coloring. I mean, it had to have been, but and it was. I was thinking, geez, guy, like really? I mean, I guess he would have to do it like that. I guess there was no other way he could do it.
No, there's a thing called Just for Men that like gradually darkens your hair.
I know, but like he was pure white, so I mean, I don't think anyone would believe that his hair just all of a sudden. So no matter what you put in it, it would be noticeable. But to go, but even just like do it on a weekend, you know what I mean? Like just some random Tuesday you show up after 5 years of looking the same way with jet black hair. And it was one of those things where you looked at him and you didn't want to keep looking at him because you didn't want to make a big deal out of it. But obviously, everyone noticed it. I miss those days. Coffee house. That was fun. That was good. I had my first cup of coffee.
Wow.
With my dad.
Thus it all began.
Thus it all began. Speaking of coffee. Oh.
Now I can blame the COVID if I'm coughing. Cheers.
So my cousin said she was feeling all right after like 2 days.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, she's like picture freaked out.
I'm thinking if you carry on with your normal life, you forget about it. It's sort of.
Walking
Yeah.
whatever she does. Like a couple days after. So. Oh, I think my mom has taken like that for now for about an hour now.
Yeah. I'm hoping between today and tomorrow I can get back on schedule. What I'd like to do is have this recorded and out to the Phydeaux fans by Tuesday.
Yeah,
If anyone wants to catch the comic strip early, it appears on the Phydeaux fans blog. That would be Phydeaux fans at blogspot.com. Got it written around here somewhere.
Should make a banner for that.
Ah, there we go. Oh.
Okay.
That's Phydeaux fans at blogspot.com. Get these stills about a week ahead of time.
Were you able to do that this week though?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Well, our intern disappeared for a few days.
Oh, leave her alone. She does good work.
Her computer broke.
She doesn't need a reason. She does good work.
Now, Emma's head, as you can see I did that line down there, is tilted. She has no lines here, but it's important to have her play the actress. Now, the guys have a smile because they're listening to the cat boss saying free drinks, but she's still processing, snowed in, stuck here. Not that she doesn't enjoy being this close to Dino. Who wouldn't?
Everyone does.
Let's see, her wine glass is about there, right? Yeah. Now, who our hero? I think Phydeaux's supposed to be the hero. I almost said our hero. Big smile. Got that troglodyte jaw. Got that troglodyte jaw. Square. See, the square jaw, that's how the cartoonist telling you he's handsome. The rounded jaw, he's less attractive to women. And a little bit of a t-shirt poking out underneath there. Let's see. And handlebar. This is Cheryl over here. Let's pointy nose. She was the one who went, oh, in the snow. So she's progressed further through the acceptance of the snowstorm than Emma has. I think I've only ever drawn her from one side. Let's get hair on this side too. What the hell? She does sort of that with her bangs. And she's got the anti-gravity breasts. And she was wearing a V-neck in the last one, so we'll carry on that continuity. Those are clavicle muscle bones show through some people. Oh, and actually, I gotta erase this breast because there's the cat boss's hand. The cat boss is not touching her; he's forward in space. She's in the background. I think the COVID has taken away a bit of my cat boss voice. Okay, people, since we are stuck here, next round is on the house. Don't really have his voice. I was using the voice to read a letter someone wrote, a villain, this character. And I made the mistake of using the cat boss voice. So now whenever I use it, I think of that character, that person.
Okay.
I mentioned afterwards, oh, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have used that voice. Now whenever I use the cat boss voice, I'm going to think about this person. Is it out of character for Cat Boss to give up free drinks? It should be the other way around. Okay, people, you're stuck here. Drinks are now double.
$3,000 now.
But I wanted it to make it look like, oh, this is going to be great. They get stuck in a bar with free drinks and all these women. Oh, wow. And Phydeaux screws it up by saying, "No, that's what I'm talking about. The snowplow came by 20 years ago." Yeah. If the cat boss was raising prices, it would have hurt the joke. So yes, it's not in character. But oh well. I'm the cartoonist. I can do what I want. And why is that? Because it makes me happy. Why are we here? Yeah, right. I got a post-it note on the bottom of my foot. There we go. Get rid of that. So, Phydeaux, the ever-loving innocent. What are you talking about? Snowplow cleared the street 20 minutes ago.
What was that?
What are you talking about? The snowplow cleared the streets 20 minutes ago?
Okay.
Why? What do you think I said?
I don't know. It's just inside.
Now, his shoulder is wrong. But the Phydeaux anatomy is a little bit strange because he has these T-Rex arms. I had to make his head too big for what would be the actual dog body. So when I logically did this, you draw the line, so the shoulders there and there. It just, I'm gonna curve the arm so that you get away with some of the shoulder inserts. Yeah, that looks better. By doing that straight arm, it does look like he disjointed his shoulder a bit. Okay, that's better. We'll leave it with that. So it is important that you know the rules so that when you break them, you can do so in a convincing manner.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say, where are you going with that? Breaking the rules.
Well, the rules of anatomy in this
I know,
case.
I know.
So yes, all those hours I spent staring at naked people and drawing them, it wasn't all fun and games. I was learning. It was also killing my taste for porn. I know what they did to me on a bachelor party. They brought me to a friggin' strip club. Well, gee, great, thanks. You just bring me to a construction site next.
Hey, you told me you won like $400, so.
Well, yeah, I'm a very, very, very lucky person. I tend to. I can't explain it. Well, of course I'm a lucky person. Look who I married.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm gonna draw the beer taps in front of these people, and just forgot. Yeah, I did Dino's shoulder there when I should have done the Cat Boss ale tap. And this is the Guinness tap, harpoon, and the rotating beer of the month that we're calling Dildo. And yeah, it kind of looks like one. All right, and let's get her face in. And we'll just do a few suggestive lines that she's back there somewhere. So in a few minutes, we're going to have to come up with a punchline for this one.
Oh, okay. No ideas yet? Or?
Well, yes. I think I've already settled on one. We're not going to use the original.
Okay.
And I'll explain my thinking. The original punchline was just Phydeaux saying, "What?" Dino looking completely downhearted, have to leave it. But I think it's funnier if Phydeaux is completely oblivious to Dino's sadness, and he's pretty lucky, huh? We can go home now. Sort of happy dog thing. That's what we'll put in there. The empty bar, everyone's already gone. No free drinks. No female company. Yeah, we got Cat Boss's tie on the bar. I don't know, I find that funny. And that there. Oh, let's get out our messy eraser. And we can still see. I can still see the dots I made here for the letter. Straighten this up. See, it's a parallel ruler. However, they drop it. These wheels keep it parallel. And just go to that tick mark there. And I got a line. Tick mark there. Another line. What am I doing using this pencil? I want a pencil that erases easy. Parallel. Okay, that tick mark there. Let's see. Pretty lucky, huh? Question mark. We can go. We can go. Let's do this in 3 lines. Get out the comics calibrator. Ah, you have a comics calibrator. Yes, that mystical device created by that genius to save you all this time. It helps with the uniformity of the strip. Oops, that was. So I do this 22.5 degree angle liner, everything like that, so that it tells me how much I can slant the lettering. So I'm gonna start randomly about right here. If I generally just follow the slant of the line, my lettering should be P-R-E-T-T-Y-L-U-C-K. We'll keep it. I'm just going to go by my seat of the pants as far as center justification goes here. If we can here. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. It looks like I did that on purpose. For center justified. We can, okay, go home now. G-O-H-1-E. Yeah, I should do it. And hey, I almost forgot the signature. At the bottom corner here, I got these 2 little marks that tell me where my signature goes. on the comic strips. I'm going to do this for the lettering of the angles. The angle of lettering. You get out of the way. And for uniformity's sake, all signatures go here. All right, now we're gonna redraw Phydeaux. As he's standing now, he's hidden by the bar. And we want to show his butt with the waggly tail. So he'd be. Oh, actually, yeah. Let's have him. I was going to have him behind that bar, but we can have him on this side of the bar. So what would he be standing on? Let's give him a stool. Again. Yeah, I hadn't even considered putting him on this bar. So, where is my ruler? We have to logically figure the perspective of the stool out. So the stool would be there you go. There. Then there. I'm gonna make a little box here. With the perspective. And then by rounding out the corners, we make the bar stool. Guess one leg goes in that corner, one leg goes in that corner. Splay them out a little bit. And you actually don't see very much more because, let's see, how far would it go down? The stretcher would be there. So would that stretcher appear? Yes, it would. That's why I had to do that. You see that stretcher. So obviously then, if the other leg is there, the stretcher would be, yep, and you see that one too. Okay, now we got something for Phydeaux to stand on, so you can see his ass right in the camera with the waggly tail. It's the waggly tail that's important. So, waggy, 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 waggy. That's his shoulder, arm down on the bar. And this is Phydeaux ready to go home for the weekend. Be careful with that. Looks like he's got a. He's gonna have wide open eyes and be completely happy and innocent here. Otherwise, it kills the joke. Oh, and that's how you completely change the ending. It's better if Phydeaux.
That's what they call it.
Better if Phydeaux is not aware that he had just destroyed Dino's plans for the evening. I am hungry. Cheers.
Did you have breakfast?
Yeah, at about 4:30. What did I do with that pencil? Okay, we're missing a pencil. Always look on the floor, right?
That's where, I'm sure
Oh.
that's where it is.
No, it's behind my ear.
Oh, well, okay. Second place.
Now, I do very few profiles on Phydeaux. I guess this is a logical profile. I can't draw the second eye. And well, we have the one ear. We should logically know there's another ear back here. And there's another eye back there as well, but you just can't see it from here. And the other hand is about right there.
Ew, stop blowing your nose.
Better than sniffling. I have an excuse this week. I got COVID.
Whatever.
Good thing I had all those vaccines. Imagine how bad it would be if I hadn't been vaccinated.
So you know, if we're getting any more snow this week?
What? I can't talk about vaccinations.
I got told.
Well, it didn't work.
Hey, it's 50 degrees out.
Yeah.
No, aside from like being a distraction, it's actually 50 degrees out. It's warm.
Yeah.
You have a window? Oh, you do have a window open.
They
Okay.
said it was going to be warm after the snowstorm.
Mhm.
One of the chief reasons for living here is I don't have to shovel snow anymore.
Mhm.
Don't have to worry about the roof leaking, basement flooding, the oil in the tank. No, nothing. Okay, let's put that sucker aside. And the Saturday one. Let's see, this just needs penciling. Do we want to continue pencil? We're going to break out ink. I don't know. We'll continue penciling. Where is my piece of paper? My blotter, as it were. There it is. To keep my hand from this website. Absolutely for free. You can enjoy all of my hard-earned labors.
Mhm.
People ask, Well, how many hours does it take you to do a comic strip? At least 10,000.
10,000 to do it well.
I would say that 10,000. Whether I do it well, that's debatable.
No.
I was penciling this one during Top Gun Maverick.
Mm-hmm.
You remember things like that. You remember what you were doing when you were drawing something. That's one of the perks of this job. You can do it just about anywhere. You don't have to be any physical place on the planet, as long as
No,
you
but you
get
have to have all your
as long as
stuff.
you have, as long as I have the cherry wood board here.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I could do it in Antarctica. I could do it, but I could also do it with like anything playing on the TV in the background.
Mhm.
We generally have nearly every streaming service end up watching just YouTube. I just keep noise on in the background, and that's how I've run into all of my favorite YouTube channels like Nerdrotic and the Critical Drinker. The chief colorist loves Red Letter Media.
Speaking of types, no.
She has a crush on Mike.
I do. I admit it. Actually, Critical Drinker's kind of cute.
Oh,
Voice and
American women love a British man's voice. I could get away with so much.
Voice too.
I could get away with so much more shit if I had if I had his accent.
I love your voice.
Like this horrible mid-Atlantic Boston accent.
Well, you do, but not all the time. I am attracted to voices.
I could put on a affected false British accent, but I won't. It makes me sound like a dweeb.
I'm just thinking, sometimes the British accent can go the other direction.
Well, part of the joke with the behind the scenes of the characters, the actor who plays Phydeaux speaks in a affected British accent. He was classically trained, you understand, method actor. I figure we'll do some storyline again in the near future where he's acting up, whether he'll quit or be fired or whatever. And we decide to break the third wall again.
Mm-hmm.
We can't bring back Petey because in the storyline of this universe, Phydeaux destroyed him. Dare take my job, sort of thing. Plus, Petey did do a horrible job. Let's get that pencil sharpened. So, I've already done the drawing. Why am I going back and darkening the lines? Well, I'm just establishing what is going to actually be where. When I draw this, I'm overlapping and putting layer on layer and erasing. When I finally do the finish here, see, for instance, I drew Felicia's whole body here, but she's behind the table. So a third of it's been erased. There's the table there, there. There's the front edge of the table is there. And then the bottom structure of the table is there. And so then her body continues. So anyway, when I draw this, I draw the whole chair, the whole table. And then I put circle there for Beau's butt, his knees, connect, and then work my way up to the character. Now I'm starting at the head and working my way back down and deciding what gets erased, what goes where. And I keep on saying I'm going to change Beau's wardrobe up. This button-down shirt thing is... well, I guess it's in character, but... kind of wears it like a woman's blouse. Maybe I should have him tuck it in someday. Give him a belt line. Then we have to decide belt heights. Is he going to wear a low belt, which is more of the fashion today, or a high belt, which will make him look older? Yeah, I don't want to really give him an age. All the youngsters today, they wear their pants down around their ass. And yeah, I'd have to represent that. That's why I've been cautious about doing belt levels. Careful, that glass looks like it's too close to the edge of, well, it's got to be close to the edge of the table. That makes the cat joke. Anything close to an edge, a cat pushes over. You know how I know the world is round? Because if it was flat, the cats would have pushed everything off by now. Know how I know the chief colorist is not listening to us? She's got her headset on. I think she's listening to Red Letter Media. Yeah, I'd be very surprised if she didn't end up with COVID. But I figure after today's broadcast, I'm going to get something to eat, go to sleep. Yeah, right. No, I got a lot more work to do. Okay. Now, do a point like that, so the chief colorist is asleep. Am I that boring? Okay. Guinness time. This is not to be considered an intermission. Wake up. She was sound asleep. Today's featured non-alcoholic beer is Guinness. Yes. Do you have any tagline here?
Alcoholic alcohol.
Beer Hall, yes. Brewed in Dublin. Chill, open, pour, enjoy, wherever, whenever. That's all they got. I like the nitrogen capsule. Yeah. Guess it's close to the microphone. After she finishes coughing. That's just great. I've got to thank the good people at Guinness for doing such an excellent job with their non-alcoholic solutions. Once again, the consumption of non-alcoholic beer is up 19%, and I'm taking credit for that. Yum, 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 yum. So, should I try my joke on the chief colorist again, see if she laughs? So I drew this cup really close to the edge of the table because, it's got to be at the edge of the table. That's why the cat knocks it over. And I say, well, do you know how I know that the world is not flat? Because if it was, cats would have knocked everything off it by now. Cute.
They all would gather to the end. Everything up.
Yeah, she just woke up.
Where would it come from?
Well, you saw the Thor film where Loki falls off the Rainbow Bridge, right? Same thing.
Okay. Doesn't he just land on Earth?
No. He was floating through space.
He lands. No, he doesn't. He lands in Avengers. He lands with Nick
He
Fury.
landed in the sequel. Yeah.
He landed with Nick Fury telling him
They made a big mistake. They made a big mistake with these superhero. Well, actually, no, it wasn't a big mistake. It's good that they did the superhero films. They serialized them. But now DC is in big effing trouble because everyone knows that they're resetting the universe. So who's going to go see the next few films? The Flash and the Aquaman and
DC or Marvel?
DC in this case.
Flash is isn't Flash? Oh,
Flash is DC. Yeah. But, well, Marvel's not resetting their universe. So they can logically claim that everything is building up to something big in phase 5 now. Phase 4 really didn't build up to anything big. I think they're doing Kang the Conqueror, and
I thought
they've done the politically correct thing by hiring a person of color to play the role.
whatchamacallit?
Right.
Benjamin Dumberlake. I thought his movie.
The Multiverse of
Yeah, I
Madness.
thought that reset it. No.
No.
Oh, okay.
And so they're kind of wandering aimless in the Marvel universe because they're afraid to screw things up too much, but they have no direction. Feige bit off more than you can chew.
Hey, that Valley gentleman, who's gonna play Sherlock Holmes again?
Yeah. Benjamin Cumberbatch is apparently gonna play Sherlock Holmes again.
Now that I look forward to.
Yeah.
That was a good show. Although I have to say, I think I'd have to rewatch some of it. 'Cause I'm not quite sure how it ended. It was something on.
It ended horribly.
It did, right?
Yeah, the problem is Russell Davis, I think, is the writer showrunner.
I don't know.
He was doing Doctor Who at the same time, and he pulled an artistic muscle in his back. And he just lost it. Now I'm hoping this time he's going to be given the proper amount of time he needs, and he'll only put out a quality product. They were stretching him. They were, a guy can only come out with so much quality product. They were asking too much from him. And he fell into that writer's mistake that J.J. Abrams lives in, whereby you have to top yourself and then top yourself and then top yourself and then top yourself in mystery box and
Rinse and repeat.
If J.J. Abrams ever gets on Star Trek, I expect he's going to explode the universe.
Yeah.
Because what's next to do? You've crashed the Enterprise and the planet Earth.
Multiverse. I don't know.
Okay, I think this glass, I made it a little bit too big, so I'm going to shrink it down here. And we want the liquid to flow out a bit. Let's see. Fluid dynamics, what would it be doing? Glass goes that way, so the fluid is rushing up to the back of the cup. All right. We'll do a couple of motion lines here. And this is what a cat does, so he's completely bored. She's completely bored. This is Felicia. She just has her eyes are at half mast. This is normal cat behavior.
I thought you had me. I'm like, I'm over here trying to. You don't eat pickles at all, do you?
Hell no. Why?
Because I am quite literally just opening the jar of pickles and eating them with a fork. Because I am hungry and I don't.
Too strangely.
I know I shouldn't. Yeah, I had breakfast. But I'm just a little hungry.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Where's the bottom of that table? Where's my ruler? There it is.
Well, the old tail is eat a cold, starve a fever. So
What is this? Is this a fever? No, I don't have a fever. I'm not
I know,
warm.
but I did.
Oh.
Mine was 99.7, which 99 wouldn't have bothered me. 0.7
Yeah, you always run hot anyway.
Mm-hmm. All right, baby.
That's the arthritis kicking in. And just the bottom of her tail appears here and the top of her tail. Don't forget a cat's tail. Cats are very proud of their tails. And some of the writing I was doing, I had Felicia dressed up as a dog and Phydeaux dressed up as a cat in the storyline. Trying to find some way of writing a joke with Phydeaux saying, "How do you walk with this tail?" Phydeaux doesn't have a tail. But no, we've never used. Well, I haven't finished writing anything funny. I could not find the funny, besides the fact that they were dressed up as each other. What you do is you just have the characters and you put them in a situation, and if you can come up with something funny, you use it. I think motivation. Why would Felicia dress up like Phydeaux? Trying to impersonate him, trying to make fun of him, trying to. See how the other half lives. I don't know. In this case, she was dressing up with him because she was making fun of him and stealing his business. Tapered table leg. So Dino's other there. That knee goes there. And I got a problem with this because you can see that his shirt goes there, so I guess his leg's gonna go up here. And that leg looks too thin. Yep, that doesn't look right. Okay, that's a little bit more realistic. Sneaker. Okay. Let's just draw that table leg so. All right, the rest should be pretty self-explanatory. Don't need the. Yeah, do the entire chair here. See it through Bo's body. Get rid of that. Drink if you got it. Cheers. That helps the empty stomach a little bit. He's looking at Felicia, so now let's draw a straight line from there to there. Tell you where Bo's eyes should be. I think I drew his ear too far, so let's move it in a bit. And there we go. Wears his shirt like a blouse, untucked. And not really necessary, but right there is the glass on the floor. I think in a more ideal world, I would have raised this up a bit so you could see the glass on the floor. I wanted the repetition, the boom, 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 same table, same height, just to give it a bored look. If I moved the camera, it would have been a dynamic move, and you only move the camera when there's a reason. So judgment call. Now, right.
The jet blowing your nose over there.
Mhm. Now, I wonder, you know how when you take your finger and just run it around in a circle on like on a sweat stain from a glass? Try to get that look that she's doing that.
What?
Well, when you leave a glass on a
Yeah.
table, it creates a ring of water, a ring of condensation.
Yes.
So she's sort of running her finger around the condensation on the
Gotcha.
table.
All right.
That's what I'm trying to make it look like here.
Mhm.
That's a mistake. I drew the table through her elbow. And sort of got this sexy cat silhouette. All right, and finally, Dino, who's almost out of the picture, that has to be half covered by the signature. So, Chief Colorist, would you consider yourself an optimist or a pessimist?
Oh, that's a good question.
Hmm.
Not as easy with me as with somebody without so much concern about stuff. I don't know. I guess I'm a realist,
Ah.
which was not one of the options.
No. Actually, it was part of the original joke. The original joke was I was going to bring in more characters. So, one would be optimist, one would be a pessimist, one would be a realist, one would be a nihilist. The nihilist says, we're all going to die anyway, so it doesn't matter. But joke never went that far. We just stuck with the cat joke because I figured I slipped this in on the Saturday. We do the joke explanation that Phydeaux took the weekend off. He doesn't like to work Saturdays. Guess he gets drunk or something on a Friday night. Back when I was a kid working for the family construction business, we got most of our work done on Saturdays because that's the only day my father could hire his uncles. They'd work Saturday, but his regular crew would basically get drunk on Friday night and rarely show up on Saturdays. They did not like working Saturdays, but that was the biggest day in the company. That was the day that caught us up, if not made us money for the week. Yeah, let's. So we decide that's what we're going with on Phydeaux? Yeah, I guess so. No, nose gonna tilt here. 2, 3. And neck is in there. And paw go. Yeah. I feel like a good explanation for the weight distribution. Yeah, sort of. What's this? Oh, that's the one behind. Okay, so his butt does cover up the heel.
Would you?
This is the other foot.
Oh, creator.
Yes, Chief Colorist.
Would you be able to take a intermission in like 15 minutes or so?
What do you need?
No, in 15 minutes because my cousin's left to drop off the thing. She's just gonna drop them outside.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So she'll let me know when she's close.
Yeah, she'll leave him in the hallway.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if she can get. Well, I don't know if she'll even buzz. Maybe she'll just leave her. Whatever. She'll let us know.
Leave him with the doorman.
Oh, yeah, no, it takes her 3 hours because we are in Connecticut.
No, we can't lie that much. Everyone knows we're in Boston.
Boston, Pennsylvania.
We don't want to dox ourselves.
You did that, not me. There are Bostons. There have to be Bostons in other states. No?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we have no that. How do you even look up cities named Boston? Huh. Way more than I would have thought there are.
Well, do we bust out the ink? That's a good question. Where is this left arm? Let's see. The paw's going around that way, so yeah, well, nothing really shows of it. I guess that will have to represent it. All right. The part of the joke here, physical joke here, is he's holding on to the golf club, and Bo grabs it, and he's not going to let go. Bo picks it up. He's still hanging from it. He's picking it up higher. We're shaking, but he's still hanging on to it. Got it up to the highest extent, standing up straight, holding. I think the weight's justified with the weight. Vital still swinging from it. All right, that works out. Oh, we can consider the inking now. 2-hour limit. Well, I went longer than I thought I could. We'll end the broadcast here. Thank you for joining me for another fun-filled broadcast. See you next Sunday.
Have a great week, everyone.
Bye.
Stay safe.